There are several potential approaches that humans could take to establish a base on Europa. One option would be to use robots to perform initial exploration and construction tasks. These robots could be equipped with drills and other tools to dig into the icy surface and create underground habitats. They could also be equipped with sensors and other instruments to gather data about the moon's surface and subsurface conditions. This will allow humans to gain a better understanding of the environment on Europa before committing to a more permanent presence on the moon. Once the robots have prepared a suitable site for a base, humans could then begin the process of establishing a permanent presence on Europa. This would involve the development of specialized infrastructure, such as living quarters, laboratories, and other facilities that are necessary for human habitation. It would also be necessary to establish a closed-loop life support system which could recycle air, water, and other resources to support the needs of the human occupants. Another key consideration in establishing a base on Europa would be the issue of transportation. Currently, there are no rockets or spacecraft capable of making the journey from Earth to Europa and back on a regular basis. This means that any human settlement on Europa would need to be self-sustaining with its own supply of food, water, and other necessities. It would also need to be able to repair and maintain its own equipment and infrastructure. This would require a significant level of technological development and expertise, as well as the ability to effectively manage resources and prioritize tasks. Finally, there are also a number of logistical and political considerations that would need to be addressed in order to establish a human settlement on Europa. For example, it would be necessary to determine who would be responsible for funding and managing the settlement, as well as establishing rules and regulations for the use of the moon's resources. It would also be necessary to address issues of sovereignty and jurisdiction, as it is likely that different countries and organizations would have competing interests in the development of Europa. Overall, establishing a base on Europa would be a complex and challenging task that would require the development of many new technologies and strategies. It would involve the cooperation of many different countries and organizations, as well as the commitment of significant resources and expertise. However, the potential scientific and technological advances that could be made through the exploration and development of this moon make it an exciting and worthwhile pursuit for the future.